We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. McLean. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
For this Lions offense, set for a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He'll take this to the 46.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Goff escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates them because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and long. It's Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. McLean. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point.
And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Lions 7, Seahawks 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now this one, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right side to Williams.
And some room to work. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
31 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, McLean. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McLean.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
One out.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClain. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. McClain. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. McClain. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Off the play fake. McClain. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dalton Schultz, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here's Gone. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now it's Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Throwing to start the drive. McClain. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Straight ahead, Walker.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Off play action. McClain. He finds his man. Complete. It's Schultz.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, McClain. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McClain. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Off the play fake. McClain. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up. The other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wonder, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
All changed in the blink of an eye. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Swift will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
They'll run with Swift.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Lions have moved out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, McClain. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McClain.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McClain.
And this a quick slant to Lockett.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, McClain. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
first down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
2nd and 5 now. Goff.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the...
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Goff now looks to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Play action. It's Goff. Steps away. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
We go, Tiger! Tiger!
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted ruins, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that field.
Tyler Lockett, 30, the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 69 yards. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This is Howard on second down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset them 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Howard. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, You make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Lions, hey, you get